Yes. Hey y'all. This video is going to be about the pros and cons about living here in Atlanta. I had previously made another video about living here in Atlanta, but this one is going to go a little bit more in depth about the pros and the cons. First up that we have for our pro is going to be a massive, thriving Black community here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, from politicians to entrepreneurs to entertainers to athletes to even police officers. And let me say that I have never in my life experienced Black police officers. Let me say, as many Black police officers have I experienced when I moved to Atlanta. Being from Texas, I have not ever seen this many Black people in a position of power than I have when I moved to Atlanta. And just that fact alone, I mean, that trumps everything else. The pros, the cons, everything that's going on. I mean, that alone is just like so motivating and so like, wow. It really gave me a different perspective as far as what I knew and what I known as far as like me being raised in Texas. So just a thriving Black community in itself here in Atlanta is definitely top of the list for a pro of living in Atlanta. Next up is activities and events. I mean, there is always something to do here in the city of Atlanta, whether you're doing something with your kids and family, or whether you're doing something with your girls or by yourself and just getting out to mingle, honey. There's always activities and events, plethora of things to do here in Atlanta, Sunday through Sunday, anytime, any day, honey, okay? I mean, it's just the options are endless as far as like activities and events and going out, and just the things are endless here in Atlanta for things to do. Next, we have money-making opportunities. Yes, honey. There's a lot of money-making opportunities down here in Atlanta for whatever field that you're in. I really, truly believe that, because the next on my list was networking and meeting new people. There's a lot of networking events that go on here. I also find one thing that I found very different from Texas, or even different because I used to live in New York for a little bit, even different than New York. A little bit different from what I've experienced in different places have been, do I want to say friendly? Do I want to use the word friendly, or opening, or welcoming? How open others are to networking with you and getting your Instagram or getting your information, or yeah, let's do something together, or them wanting to know more about your business and what you do. There's a lot of that going on in Atlanta. Networking is very huge here. And so I think that is one of the key components to having your business thrive, and a key component to money-making opportunities here in the city of Atlanta, for sure. For example, more than anywhere else, I'm experienced getting invited in, guys' sections. They were like, come in my section at the club, whatever. And it'll be other females in the section, and nowhere else other than Miami, I have to say that and put that out there. Other than Miami, have I experienced me going in a section, a guy section, and the other females there are like, oh my God, girl, you look so good. How are you? What's your name, girl? Let's exchange Instagrams. I've experienced a lot of that here in the city of Atlanta. And I'm like, wow, I've never experienced that in my life. And so that was a very refreshing experience. Everybody is so open, and at least open in network, And that's one great thing that I would say that is definitely a pro here in Atlanta. Okay, next is the food and the different restaurants. Now, there are going to be some places that people argue that, oh, our food is better here. Oh, we got the best food in this city. Or we got the best food in this town. That's okay and that's fine. But there are still a lot of celebrities that have restaurants here in the city of Atlanta. There are a lot of other restaurants and places that you can go. There's a lot of places that I haven't even been since I've been here that I have yet to went to for food and just trying it. And so there's a massive food community here, I would say, that some places that I haven't even been to yet that I'm actually wanting to go to. So yeah, I would say that is a pro, is the food here. There's always somewhere, I mean, you can go to a new place every day if you eat out every day. It's crazy. Next on the the list is something that I hear a lot of people say it is a pro. For me, it's like, I can deal without the cold weather. But a lot of people do speak about this, is that Atlanta has all 4 seasons. I hear a lot of people always talking about how they love that Atlanta has each and every 4 season that you can experience here, because a lot of places don't. And so I put that on the list as one of a pro, because you never know, people might appreciate all 4 different seasons in its own right. And so yeah, that is definitely on my list for a pro, is that we get all 4 seasons here in the city of Atlanta. Last but not least on the list, and this goes with the money-making opportunities, and this also goes with the networking events and activities that we have here in the city, is the potential to be successful. Atlanta has a great potential for you to be successful in anything that you do, any field that you're in. If you are a people person, if you're willing to network, if you're willing to hit the ground running, you can definitely be successful here in Atlanta. I don't think that it's hard. For me, it hasn't been hard, so I can only speak for myself. But if you are a go-getter and if you're very determined in what you do and an entrepreneur, then I don't think that it should be hard for you to be successful here in the city of Atlanta. And that is definitely a pro. Being successful in anything that you do is definitely a pro, and definitely capable to do here in Atlanta. Honey, is this thing on? Hello. Okay, anyways, so now we are on to the cons of living here in Atlanta. And top of the list, honey, for the cons of living here in Atlanta is the dating scene. Yes. The dating scene here in Atlanta is definitely at the top of the list of a con, honey. And like I said in my last video of living in Atlanta, date here in Atlanta at your own risk. It's not impossible to find love here in Atlanta, because there are a lot of people who would testify that they found love here. Honey, they found love in a hopeless place, okay? Come on. But it's definitely possible. But I wouldn't give my hopes up, and I wouldn't be banking on that, because it is extremely challenging. And I would say it's more challenging than dating in Texas or dating in the DFW area. Now, maybe I may make a different video of dating in Houston, honey, because I used to live in Houston as well. And I mean, Houston, Texas got some of the finest men I've ever seen in my life. But we're talking about Atlanta. And yeah, date at your own risk here in Atlanta. Be very smart. Don't be too open. Don't be too quick. Slow it down, especially if you're dating here in Atlanta. Let's do things real slow, okay? Okay. Next up is the traffic. I hear a lot of people always talking about the traffic, the people moving here, and the cost of living going up. Would definitely be a con, because everybody is moving to Atlanta. Everybody wants to live in Atlanta. Everybody wants to say that they live in Atlanta. And so for that, that is causing the cost of living to go up. And like I said in my last video, the cost of living has considerably gone up since I have moved here back in 2018, honey. And so yeah, and the traffic is horrible. Me personally, thank God, the salon that I work at is only like 4 minutes away from my home. So I don't even get on the freeway unless it's actually to go to an event, go to an appointment, or just go out to meet and greet, But on an everyday basis, I'm taking streets, honey. I don't get on the freeway. So, but I have been in Atlanta traffic, and it ain't no joke. It's not. It's worse than Dallas. People be like, oh, Dallas traffic is all... I beg to differ. Atlanta traffic is worse, okay? Now, what I would say is that I don't think that Atlanta traffic is worse than Houston. I think Houston got Atlanta top with that. But it's still a con on the list of living in Atlanta, okay? Next on the list is that everyone is some kind of celebrity, honey. Everybody here in Atlanta is a celebrity. Everybody is a celebrity hairstylist, a celebrity chef, a celebrity nurse practitioner, a celebrity dog walker. Like everybody here in Atlanta is a celebrity. Everybody in Atlanta ride foreigns. Like it's just crazy. Like, I mean, everybody's trying to keep up with everybody here in Atlanta, and it is crazy. Everybody here got designer this, designer that. Like, even if it's fake, even if it's not fake, even if they putting on, even if they not putting on, the status quo in Atlanta is that everybody got it going on. Everybody is somebody, even if they nobody. It's crazy. Like, the confidence and the mindset that the people here in Atlanta have, whether they're here, born and raised in Atlanta or not, honey, you can't even buy that kind of confidence, okay? Like, the confidence here in Atlanta is top tier because everybody thinks that they're somebody. It's wild, but I mean, girl, child, sometimes it can be a bit much because it's like, calm down, sweetie. Like, what? But it just is what it is. Everybody is somebody here in Atlanta. And that brings me to my next point of scammers, liars, and thieves. Honey, they run rapid. They run rampant here in the city of Atlanta. Scammers, liars, and thieves, beware. Beware, sweetie. If you ever pump gas at any gas station in Buckhead or anything like that, baby, you better lock your car. You better, like, I don't care if you stepped outside your car to pump the gas, lock them doors. Like, scammers, liars, thieves reside nowhere but here in the city of Atlanta, honey, okay? Like, it's crazy. Even going back to talking about the dating scene, in the dating scene, honey, scammers, liars. You don't have men saying, child. Let me tell y'all a quick story real quick. Just real quick. So, I was previously dating this guy here in Atlanta, and it was my first time really dating a guy here in Atlanta and really taking somebody seriously, I guess, kind of, here in the city of Atlanta, because every guy that I've dated since I lived here and moved here back in 2018 has been back home in Texas. Every guy that I've dated or talked to has been back home, honey. Long distance me, please. But anyways, so yeah. So I was talking to this guy here in Atlanta, whatever. Super cute. And he was a noob. Ladies, I gotta make a video about that. Beware of these snake-ass noobs. Now, not all noobs, but, ooh, it's a lot of snake-ass noobs out here, honey. Anyways, to make a long story short, child, this is what he said. He said he had a Lamborghini. He was waiting for a Lamborghini to deliver his car to his house. I'd never seen a Lamborghini, honey. All I seen him was riding an Audi, okay? I've never seen a Lamborghini. He had this box of Lamborghini wine and stuff like that, and the glasses. He opened it up. It was an orange box, and he was like, yeah, they sent me this because my car is not ready yet. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute, da-da-da. Child, literally a week later, I seen an ad on Instagram about Lamborghini wine. Like, I guess Lamborghini came out with their own wine or champagne. You can buy it now or whatever. And it was so funny because you know how you can see if your friends like something? He liked it or whatever. And I'm like, so you basically bought this wine and said that Lamborghini gave it to you because, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. To make a long story short, child, there's scammers, liars, and thieves that you need to watch out for here in the city of Atlanta. Now, there are scammers, liars, and thieves everywhere you go. Everywhere. But in the city of Atlanta, baby, they come with real pretty masks on their face. So that's why you really got to beware. And they come, and their tongues, them silver tongues, liars, baby, you got to beware, okay? Last but not least is the personal con of mine, honey, okay? And that would be the cold weather. Yes, we do get all 4 seasons here, which I did put as a pro. I did put as a pro because I know some people would really appreciate all 4 seasons. But me personally, I can't do nothing. At this point in my life, I can't do anything below 60 degrees. So yeah, so a personal con for me would be the cold weather. Right now, it's in the 30s. We just had snow yesterday here in Atlanta. And I I just don't know how much more I can take, honey. I like to be outside all the time. I like to entertain and be out and go forth and do this and do that. And I just can't do anything in this cold, honey, but be in and be cute. Okay? Yeah. Those are my pros and cons about living here in Atlanta, honey. And so check out my last previous video about living here in Atlanta. And yeah, go for it. If you are thinking about moving here in the Atlanta area, please take into consideration these pros and these cons, but do not let it scare you or deter you away from moving here, because all in all, this is a really great city, a really prosperous city. And I think that you should at least try it. Even if it's for 1 year, you should try it.